Okay. Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there on the members area. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, voice of hardcore boxing. Time is it? 12 o'clock. Sunday dinner. Sunday dinner. That triggers it off, doesn't it? The last can. One of these a day. I had 1.5 last night, but can't keep note down, man. People keep sending chickens to me and steaks and all sorts of stuff. I'm going to keep them down up dead. Right. John Chappell on the members area has asked me a good question, and he's asked me to give me give my opinion in a members video about whether or not I think that Al Haymon, what he's asked me to give me opinion on why Al Haymon doesn't show his face. Now, I don't really know why Al Haymon didn't want to show his face. I don't know. Not everybody wants to be like Eddie Hills, do they? The 4-0 Iceman from Billericay, free by way of. Not everybody wants to be like Eddie. So I don't know. I don't know why he don't want to show his face, but I think that Sam Watson does all speaking for him, doesn't he? And I think that Al Haymon's trying to do something different in boxing because there's too many mouthpieces in boxing, isn't there? You know, your Frank Warrens, Eddie Earns, Bob Arams, Don Kings, Dennis Hobson's, so many people like that, isn't there? That talk the talk but don't walk the walk. They contradict themselves constantly. Maybe Frank not as much as others. Dennis used to do it all the time, and I'd get really excited. I'd be, oh God, don't you worry, Russ. Don't you be kicking off on social media. I've got something bubbling. I'd say, yeah, Den, but we just put a show on with 3 fights on. Yeah, but we've got something in pipeline. Don't you worry. It's all bubbling. We're going to achieve something and create some memories. He'd say, well, there's too many of them. They just chat or to shite, don't they? And I think I personally think that Al Haymon, he don't want to put his son in that bracket because he weren't outspoken when he were involved with people like Whitney Houston and people like that in late 80s and stuff like that. And to go to Harvard or something like that, some fancy college or whatever uni, whatever they call it over there in Yankee Doodle land. And they were a pretty reserved guy there. So I don't really know, but with him not coming out and opening his pile like the rest of them, he's not going to leave his son wide open. That's the first thing. And the second thing, it's like I don't know. There's like there's like, what's the word? Not an illusion. There's like an aura about him, isn't there? Oh, Al Haymon is the man that you don't see. He's like that geezer, in he sat in chair in Charlie's Angels. You don't see him. It's so frustrating, isn't it? He's like him, isn't he? That's what I think, anyway. I just think that he's like him, and I think it gives off an aura. And of course, he don't need to show his face, does he? When he's got people, his boxers saying, I want to thank Al Haymon. After every fight, they're all fucking blowing him off, aren't they? Ooh, I want to thank Al Haymon. I mean, well, let's have him on TV doing some interviews. But maybe he just didn't want to do it, John. So, but I don't really know. I don't really fucking care, to be honest. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's got a lot of power in boxing and he don't want to show his face. So in my opinion, he's a dick. but he's a billionaire dick, isn't he? Who uses other people's money. So I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why he don't want to show his fucking boat. But good luck to him. As long as he's sticking it to Eddie Hearn and that fucking old decrepit old cunt Bob Arum, I don't give two fucks. Because he's ready for being put in the Shackleton's high seat chair, isn't he, Bob Arum? Jesus. Where's he heading him? Hey, the Bob father. I don't know. Is that a cat out there, Rocky? Rocky, get them cats. Is that a cat? Come here, come here, come on, come here, come here, boy. Ignoring me. I had a gruel with him all night. I woke up, his head were here on pillow. His head were here staring at me all like that. Bit of bromance going on. But no, I don't know why Al Haymon doesn't show his face, but nobody can say that he's not got the most power at the moment in boxing, because he has, hasn't he? He's got Canelo, or he's working with Canelo. Could push a button and Mayweather can appear at any time. You know, things like that. And he's got, you know, everybody wants to work with him and they all say nice things about him. So I don't know. But I think he's done well out of the game, but he's used everybody else's money except his own, hasn't he? So, all right. We'll finish off on this point here. I'll give you my opinion on this point here. There was a show last night in the area locally. Steffi Bull put a show on. Obviously, he's working with Ryan Rhodes, but Steffi's name will be on promoter's license. They put 3 fights on. 3. The home fighters had never had a defeat, and the away fighters had never had a win. So Dempsey Whale headlined, and he was 3-0 yesterday going into that fight. He was fighting a guy who'd never had a win. So is boxing now scraping the barrel? Because statistically wise, that's Steffi Bull's worst ever show. I'm only going on statistics. That's his worst ever show he's put on. Now, I remember people involved with that show. They know they are rinsing Dennis when he put a show on. Tommy Frank were on it. Michael Gomez Jr., he got his first loss, and I forgot who the other guy were. But it was a 3-fight show at Ponds Ford. And I've mentioned it on my channel before. My business partner, Kevin, turned up. And he's from horse racing world. He's ex-footballer, but he's from horse racing world. They were looking at getting into boxing, and they didn't. Obviously now they're involved with Quinn Ahmed, who was going to be turning pro after Christmas. But a couple of years ago, at after party at that library on Attercliffe, this pub called The Library, Dennis said, "What did you think then, Kev?" Kev said, "Dennis, you want me to put any money into boxing? I'm gonna have to put something on a bit better than this." And I can see his point of view. And so people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. That show should have been pulled yesterday. 3 fights. Home fighters never had a loss. Away fighters never had a win. Who's signing off on these fights? So that's just my opinion. People don't like it. Fucking tough shit, innit? You know what I mean? Like I've just said, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, but it's the boxing industry as a whole, innit? You know, we're scraping barrel now, and I'd expect to see more of this, more padding out. Just feeding us stuff like what Richard Poxon used to feed us. And if that's the norm, boxing's going downhill. Statistics prove it's going downhill. Fans are turning off. So, but what can you do? But as regards to Al Haymon, he's a dick. He should show his face. He should do interviews, come out and tell us what's going on. But they don't. They move in different circles, don't they? But my personal opinion is this: the sooner people like your Arams, your Kings, as soon as people like they've fucked off, and we know who all the rest are, don't we? but fucking hand it down to the families. You know, as soon as they all fuck off and government get involved, boxing's just going to be a fucking shit feast, isn't it? It's just going to be a shit feast. Okie dokie. So peace out. I'm going to drink my can of Guinness. Then I'm going to have some homemade tomato soup and a shake with banana. I think that's a lot for Big P today. I'm not bothered though because Liverpool won yesterday. All right. So peace out.